Good evening, good afternoon, good day. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, so sorry about the whole identifier. I switched a couple of letters. It's SHD, not HSD, that we're starting at. Oops. So, yeah. Hope everyone is doing well. We're here flying in Virginia. We're on our Chase the Cup series, going from here in Virginia or West Virginia into or up to Dover. It used to be called Dover Downs, but I think it's Dover International Speedway now. The Monster Mile, as they call it. Hope everyone's doing well. So it's been suggested that I take a break from Flight Sim, but I'm either too stubborn or too stupid to take the advice. So here we are in Flight Sim once again. Hopefully things go well. Although Flight Sim keeps wanting to change some of my settings against my will, and that's annoying. Yeah. I'm not going to go into that. We're just going to try to stay as positive as we can, even if we run into issues. So, hope everyone's well. And we're going to go say hello into the chat. Allison Johnson right away with the 7-month sub, or 7-month resub. Time flies with friends. Absolutely. Viper Strikes in the house. Hope you're doing well. Kozaki says, as they say at the tracks, it's ladies and gentlemen, but start your engines. Actually, I think they've changed it just to drivers. But I get the meaning, and yes. How you doing, Kozaki? Hope you're well. Yeah, Wayland, I goofed. Chilled Corky's in the house. Good to see it. Viper Strike's taking the 172. Deep Futures in. Red Dragon, good to see it. Kozaki's here. Chill Corky's here. Goblin's here. Good evening. Night Zep is here. Good evening to you. Jefferson 2001 is here. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Shuffle Shoes is here. Good evening. No, Wayland, you're good. I goofed it up. It was my fault. It was my bad. But I did fix it. Noel is here. Good to see you. So yeah, we are here in this airport. It's from 2016 bucks. I agree. If only the visuals were there without spending a ton of money. So yeah, we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're flying the Coronado Piper Arrow. No foul done. Reloading. Roger that. So yeah, we are in the trusty Piper Arrow from Coronado. And we're going to have ourselves some fun. Now, I thought I had turned those off. But Flight Sim doesn't seem to like to save settings recently. So we're going to try that. Holy shnikes! Good lord! Allison Johnson being beyond legendish, gifting 20 tier 1 subs to the community. Holy crap! Allison! Calm down. It's only Thursday. I don't deserve this. So 20 tier 1 subs going out to Hell's Deep, AZ Blue Line, Arizona Blue Line maybe? Captain Jack Lyle, Wookie042, Sir Skidmore, Beat 13, Oh Snap, it's Timmy, Lefty 671, 10G Mango, or 1OG Mango, 25 Clocks, Brick Rhymes, include include Captain Harlock, Coffee Junkie 13, Filbert, Ben McClure 1, Captain Captain E Villain, Mork 417, Boomsis, and Ski Jeffrey. Holy crap sticks. That's above and beyond, Allison. I really don't deserve that, but thank you. Holy shnikes. Wow. You want to talk about how to derail someone's train of thought? That's nuts. My camera's still off center. Oh, it's gonna bug me unless I fix it. I'm killing the immersion, I know. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. I do have some good news. I ordered another light so I can put it over to my right so I'm not just having asymmetric lighting. Yeah. And we're still not seeing a lot of actual aircraft, but you know what? It is what it is. Wow. I mean, that's beyond legendage right there. That's a lot. That is a lot. We're gonna try to get back on track to some semblance. We're gonna open that window and get this aircraft started. Holy crap. So, get that just so it doesn't mess with anything. Here. That's gonna be going on for a minute. Poor pianist. His fingers are gonna be rough. Getting the same notes over and over again. Fuel should be on. Flaps are up. Trim wheel. A little bit of trim in there. Yes, it is the Coronado Arrow. I like it, and I prefer it. The RPM and manifold pressure gauges are so much easier to find, and the autopilot's better. So that's good, that's good. Master switch is on, rotating beacon active. I'm gonna turn the flight sim down just a little bit. Select max above, clear prop. Got the engine started. That's a good start. It's nice. It's a lot simpler, and it's just get in and fly, and I like that sort of thing. So we've got our radios on. Want our transponder on, reporting on VFR. Slap our nav lights on. Hey, the man's done with the piano. Awesome. Well, I'm sorry about the alley of rage, Allison, but I'm glad that you're here. And I hope that I can help alleviate some of that rageage. We're good. Parking brake's coming off. Just for the sake of noise, we're gonna close that. We need to start getting this airplane rolling. Hey, Brazenhead, how you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. Came in right as the sax started playing. All of the saxophone. So we're making our way, not downtown, but to the runway. I forgot my back pillow to keep me propped up instead of slouching. Across the whole short line, strobe lights coming on, landing lights coming on. I'm gonna take this first turn here. One notch of flap coming down. I think the cockpit looks a lot like the Moonies, which is not a bad thing. I like that it's simple. It's a more modern setup, but I like the fact that it's simple. It's a lot easier to find the RPM and manifold, which is great for engine management, especially great for VR. Mixture's full. Get ourselves lined up with the runway. Hit the B key. So we're at 1,200 feet. We're going to get ahead and get rolling. I want to slowly introduce throttle. Not do it all at once. Oh, and there's Wayland. And then we're off the ground. You're coming up. We're going to get rid of that noise. Switch over to Unicom. So there's 100 feet. 200 feet. Maintaining runway heading. 300 feet, flaps coming up. So we'll start a right-hand turn. Right hand, left hand. The other right. I know my directions. Two-Tone Murphy's in the house. Two-Tone, you missed Allison being a beyond legend. She outdid you, my friend. In a holy crap, I don't deserve this kind of way. But glad to see you here. We're here making our way towards Dover International. Is it Dover Raceway? Dover International Speedway? I don't remember. I still remember when it was Dover Downs. Because they actually, I don't know if they still do it or not, but they actually have a horse race, had a horse racing track on the in the infield of the motor raceway. Okay, it is Dover International Speedway. Many thanks, Brazenhead. It's changed over the years. I just can't keep up with it sometimes. Yeah, exactly, Murph. Exactly. I don't deserve that kind of generosity, but I'm very humbled and grateful for it. We're here to help alleviate alley rage from today. So hopefully we can be somewhat effective at doing so. So it seems most everybody's up in the air, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go back to the radio, Switch the radio over to GPS. Activate nav mode. We want to go to 3,500, so we're almost there. Going to engage autopilot. Set it to 600 foot a minute. We're almost at altitude, which is good. And we're going to set engine for cruise. We're going to go for 24 and 24 for a minute. We're going to lean the mixture a bit. Didn't really change much given the altitude. So we'll go up here. Let's see, we want 2,400. Wow. Well, we're gonna go a little less, so about 23 on the manifold. Get it down to 2,400 RPM. We don't need to go super fast. Got a bit of a crosswind. We will need to jump up 500 feet to get over these ridges. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Once we get on the other side of the ridges, we'll return to 3,500 feet. We'll just pretend that we've called on Unicom and saying, hey, we've got to avoid a mountain. We really don't want to fly into the mountain. So for safety, we're climbing to 4,000. We'll return to cruise altitude of 3,500 after or once clear of the obstruction. Bought a box of fruit snacks. Great life choice. Nice. Yeah, those things have too much sugar for me right now. Yeah, all done. Nice. Because I love sim crashes. Terminate that. Start that. Yeah. So we'll just get it rolling again. Check event viewer just to see what it has to say. Ooh, it had a few. Ooh. Oh, it's 13 by 14. Ooh, there's a lot right in a row. What in the world? This may not have been Flight Sim's fault. There's some errors going on in the background. Interesting. Oh, of course there's a big Windows update ready to go. That'll probably do it. Figures. Yeah, Jepson, it's just because the system froze. It had nothing to do with Twitch or the internet. Yes, I've disabled photogrammetry because it's not worth it at my point. It performs poorly in general anyway. But like I said, there's a lot of extra errors, plus there's a Windows update sitting in the Windows update. So that would have something to do with it. Let's see, another thing. What else? Yeah, there's a lot of kernel errors. Jolie Bolo's in the house. Good to see you. But yeah, I don't think it was related. The stream just kind of froze because of the system my system going kind of meh. Jolie Bolo, well is kind of a in some ways. I'm personally doing well-ish. The sim, not so much. Sim is having some issues. There's something going wrong with the Windows search app. Like every few seconds, I'm getting a search app error. Every 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, having more GA planes is real nice. So let's do this. Let's see. Window capture. That's exactly what I want. So we can kind of see every couple of seconds I'm getting, you know, search app errors. Yeah, it's 3028, 3024, 3017, 3014. So I think there's something, and I restarted right around almost an hour ago. A little over an hour ago, actually. %, Joey. So we're going to load this flight up again. Let's see what happens. Yes. See, the Corsair can still technically be referred to as GA, as most private owners fly under GA conditions. So, it's still GA. It has a prop. You just got to dial back the manifold pressure, keep the cowl flaps managed, and manage the RPMs with the Corsair. You can still do a lot of cruising with the manifold at like 35 inches, RPMs at like 2,500 RPM, and I've rarely blown it. I don't think I've blown the engine yet, the Corsair. Boy. Looks like my G keys aren't functioning properly. That's great. Blew the engine twice, through VE, stream fuse days ago, I was trying to fly it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do a test here. Okay, that works. Yes, that's it. Man, nope. Ammo, please. Thank you. Home, autopilot, you're drunk. What are you doing to me? Hey, about it. My autopilot's trying to kill me. Flaps up, gears up. I've been flying the X-Cup for a while now, but where is the handbrake in this thing? No idea. I couldn't tell you offhand. I rarely ever fly the X-Cup. Usually when I'm flying a Cub, it's the Savage Cub. Okay, here we try it again. Off. Okay, so that's on GPS. Good. There's the Thunderflies. Did it reset my settings again? Bet you it did. Nope. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna go with 500 feet a second. Nope, just instant wanna murder, death, kill. I guess we're hand flying this leg. Silly autopilot. feel like I'm off course. Maybe I'm not. I've got to be off course. This doesn't seem quite right. No, but it's right. Whatever. I'm just crazy. Don't listen to me. But how about that scenery? Nice. Mountains of Virginia, West Virginia. The Blue Ridge Mountains. Sure does. Yeah, I don't know what's causing the... Yeah, no floating Ularoos. Boy, that was something. It's the citation flies. Oh, yes it was. I've got the pictures to prove it. Yeah, so I thought it was just me at first because I kind of flew ahead on a different server due to some stutterage last night on Two-Toe Murphy's stream down in Australia. And, you know, from a distance, it's like, okay, you know, it looks good. You can see it and whatnot. Next thing I know, it goes, bink, floats about 1,000 foot in the air. And I'm going, well, there's something not right about that. That doesn't seem good, normal. Got closer and it stayed there and stayed there and stayed there. It's like, it should fix itself soon, right? And it didn't, and it didn't. And then I got almost literally on top of it, and then it went dink back to the ground level. I'm just like, that's a little buggy. Yeah, that was a definite Uluru FO. Uluru flying object. It was hilarious, actually. I think given the fact that we're behind, we're going to actually pick up our engine power a little bit. I did. It depended on what part of Uluru you went at it. Some parts you could, some parts you couldn't, or at least on my end. There were parts where it worked. I could fly under part of it, but there are other parts where I'd get close to flying under it and then it'd drop down and I'd hit it. Red Dragon COM is here, flying. I was flying the T-45 from India Fox Echo. For some reason, Flight Sim's model matching isn't great in a lot of levels for generic aircraft. You know, things like a T-45 show up as a Gigna. It's really odd. I'm kind of surprised either they haven't updated it or some developer hasn't figured out a way. It's like, okay, we're gonna make better model matching for Flight Sim without going into like Join FS or VATSIM or IVAO or any other of the online net or ATC networks. Yeah, I heard that a lot from a few people, and I'm just like, I don't know. See, here's the thing, Allison. For the most part, going vanilla hasn't made a darn bit of difference for me. You know, I could have nothing installed, and still get crashes. I can have everything installed and be fine. Case in point, I did this exact leg not 2 hours ago. Not even 2 hours, well, about 2 hours ago. And everything was peachy. Ran smooth, nothing was wrong. And then got a crash today. So I think some of it's network connectivity, some of it's OBS, you know, some of it's the sim. It's kind of a combination. Not to mention that for some reason Flight Sim has issues, seems to have issues with not being very well optimized for AMD graphics cards. Yeah, I saw that, Dougal. That's rough. And that's the thing. Is like, it doesn't seem to matter if you go vanilla or have add-ons installed. It's very indiscriminate on what it's doing and how it's deciding to crash. I don't understand it. It's incredibly frustrating. The way I'm tempering my attitude towards it right now without getting kind of ragey like I did on Tuesday is I'm expecting it to fail. Because if my expectations are to the point where I'm expecting it to crash, I'm not going to be upset about it. Because I'm expecting it, when it crashes, it's doing everything I'm expecting it to do. Whereas if I go into it thinking or hoping that it'll cooperate, I'm just setting myself up for disappointment. I am a Liverpool fan by proxy. Our good friend Kingsman is from Liverpool, and he's a good dude, and the scarf and the shirt were both from gifts from Kingsman, and it was very humbling. So for his sake, yes, I'm a Liverpool fan. Warhamster with the brief work lurk. Hey Kingsman, good to see you. We were just talking about you. Yeah, awesome dude. I'm wearing the shirt like I said I would. I'll be sending you an Everton scarf and hat. Fair enough. I'll wear them all and have them all displayed at the same time and confuse everybody. Sometimes it's fun to be an agent of chaos. Boo, says Kingsman. I just support my friends. That's what I do. But yeah, I'm not gonna get upset over the crashes today because I'm just looking at it as like, I'm expecting it to fail. It's kind of been what it's done, so why would I expect it to function? So we shall press on and let's see, Snow Paint really is, I'm gonna get you I have Liverpool playing it live in the background at the moment. I won't reveal the score. Fair enough. I could probably... Hey, Thunderflies! Let's see, we got a ground speed of 137, distance 50 nautical miles, ET 22 minutes. No worries, Kingsman. You're here in the chat, and we're just glad to see you. You know, the wonderful thing about smartphones is also the worst thing about smartphones. You get a notification for just about anything. It's just like, oh, what's going on? Let's see, we've done shirts for our Ren Fair, but can't think of a hometown t-shirt by itself. Hen and bacon, what an airport, and I'd have to land there. Nice. That's like chicken and bacon. That's like chicken wrapped in bacon. Oh. That's making me hungrier than I... Man, I'll tell you one thing. Going on intermittent fasting sucks. Because you're just hungry. You get your... I got my 8-hour window of eating, and then I'm just spending the rest of the day very hungry. And everybody's posting food, and I'm just like, oh, look at all the wonderful things that I can't eat. Many thanks, my dude. And many thanks for the gift. It's a slimmer fit than I'm used to, but the size was right, and it does fit. As the pounds wick away, I'm sure the fit will be even better. Yeah, I've been trying to cut down on social media and stuff and phone usage. It's more of a distraction on stream, but I like having the smartwatch because it tracks heart rate and sleep and stuff, so it kind of can help track calorie burns and workouts and that sort of thing, which, especially now that I'm trying to get my health in order, it's kind of important. Many thanks, Abnormal34. It was a gift from Kingsman. Yeah. Yeah, Discord is where I'm at most of the time. Like, I get whispers for Twitch on my phone. It's not the greatest way to contact me, so if you ever want to PM me, Discord is the private message or direct message me. Discord is the way to go. That's my main method of contact outside of a phone call or text. Facebook I keep just because I have a lot of family, and I still do have a lot of contacts for my costuming group on there and to organize events for that. That's the only reason why I keep Facebook. Twitter is something I don't even have on my phone, but I use Facebook and Twitter mostly to look for flight sim stuff anymore. Remember I had a number of cheese and no more hungry pigs. Well, the problem is I have my 8-hour window. Anything beyond that, I can't eat. Part of the intermittent fasting. And cheese has so much sodium in it. It's unbelievable how much sodium cheese has. Roger that, Kingsman. Yeah, Hammy, and that's it. Facebook still has a purpose for me, but it's not. It's more of a background thing. I don't spend a whole lot of time on it. It's just too much negativity and all sorts of nonsense and drama, and I don't need that in my life. Twitter, much the same. I use it for looking at flight sim news, see what developers doing what, when's something getting out, when's something getting update, you know, that sort of thing. But as far as, and you know, Facebook for keeping in touch with people. Twitch, YouTube, and Discord are my primary things. I get my email on my phone too, but you know, That's fair, Knight. That's fair. It's just I'm still dialing in. So what I've been doing is I have I need to start posting them more regularly. I took a cheat day yesterday, just because I could, and I'm kind of regretting it now. But I have 6 scrambled eggs and 4 sausage links for breakfast. Sometimes with OJ, sometimes not. Then for dinner, I have a chicken breast, lightly seasoned with low sodium stuff. Mostly Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and some no salt Mrs. Dash. And a little bit of pepper, just for a little kick. And then a heap of vegetables. I'm very limiting on how many carbs I intake too. For carbs, I'm eating like cashews and dried cranberries for kind of a snack. So my calorie limit that I've given myself is 1,500 calories a day. So 1,500 calories a day. I only get to eat 8 hours, fast for 16, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I haven't really lost any weight so far. Not that weight is necessarily a good measure of health, I suppose. But, you know, I also haven't necessarily been working out. The problem is I've never really looked heavy, just because I'm tall and I have broad shoulders. So it's easy for me to hide the weight, especially on camera, because you only get to see down to what, here, and that's where all, you know, below there is where all my weight is. I watched 2 Tuesdays, barely watching. I don't remember the last time I watched broadcast television. It's usually like internet streaming, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. So streaming, videos on demand, some sort of streaming service depending on what I'm watching. I've watched Netflix, Disney Plus, that sort of thing. Or I'm playing some sort of video game. Or I'm streaming myself playing video games. TV is paying for ads. Yeah. So, don't ask me to put it into Zulu time, but from noon-ish Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time is my eating window. So I'm still in my eating window right now. I have about 4 hours. Well, actually, I didn't eat until after 12:30, so I get until 8:30, so I have another 4.5 hours left of my eating window tonight. What I really need to start doing is doing some workout. Go walking. I've got a channel point command for doing some dumbbell curls on stream. So that helps out. I haven't quite figured out how to track that in the fitness tracker, which I need to do. Speaking of which, Viper Strike, redeemed it. I did make it expensive, and I did limit it, so it resets every 15 minutes, and I do 15 curls. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and as the airplane get back on track. See, this is where autopilot would be nice, but it wants to kill me. Oh, my window for fasting is 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. to dinner. And I've... Right on. That's a tight window. That's... Oh, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Yeah, that's 16. Yeah, so my fasting window is from... like... Yeah, from about... On a normal day, if I can get my butt out of bed, is 12 to... would be 8 to noon. 8 p.m. to noon. Hey, Draco, how you doing? You never know. I'd rather look like Hulk Hogan, just without the awesome stash. It's weird. I would have expected those to... Oh, you know what? That would explain it. Never mind. So what we need to do is we need to pressure Murph to do some curls on stream. I mean, I could do the sip thing. If he does a curling thing, I'll do a sip thing. I just sip water instead of, you know, alcohol. So I'm just gonna prepare myself mentally for an impending crash coming into, or impending sim crash coming into land here at this next stop. Ouch, Dougal. You have my sincerest sympathies. Sucks that the things didn't work as well as they'd hoped, or as you'd hoped, or what have you. But we'll keep thinking about you. Draco, it is the lovely Carnado Piper Arrow. In my favorite livery for it. I just bought it. Kozaki is down one for 2-9. Nice. I mean, I'd rather be in the 182, but I like taking this out to give it some love because everybody wants to fly the Just Flight one, and I prefer the Carnado one. Shuffle Shoes. If you have a Discord account, all you have to do is click on the Discord invite link, unless it's broken, which is possible. You just click the link, it'll open your browser, and direct you to the app, and that's how you join. If not, click the link and you should be able to set up a Discord account. Go through that hullabaloo, and then it'll give you get you the app and get you access to the server. You don't necessarily have to get the app. You can access Discord through your favorite web browser. But I like having the app because it lets you do a lot more. Makes it easier for getting onto voice chat, streaming your screen, that sort of thing. Like updates to Sim or Windows. There are I have a couple of Windows updates sitting in ready to go. So bear that in mind. No, I think I might be able to turn that light down a little bit. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not terribly upset with the sim crash. I'm frustrating regardless, but I'm gonna kind of pin it on there being a big Windows update. Just kind of chilling there. It's a cumulative update, so you know it's gonna have a lot of crap in it. Like, I have that stupid, was it a little weather news and updates little widget thing down by on the taskbar. Got rid of that on my laptop as well as my desktop. I go start my laptop up today, it's back, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that feature. Make it go away and disable it, uninstall it, get rid of it. 40 Gumbles in. It's going fairly well. How are you, my dude? We're in Virginia. About to make our first landing. Well, I'm about to make my first landing. There's a lot of people already at the field. Making our way to Dover International Speedway. Goblin, yesterday I have a Windows update. I do not use MS during update. That's, yeah. I didn't know about the update until after the start of the stream. That's the best part of the day, isn't it, 40? C grip. CI grip. See, I don't know why the Thunderflies are showing as generic. I have generic models off for multiplayer. I have them on for AI traffic. Well, static ground traffic. I have the MB339. As far as I know, I have the latest version of the MB339, and I'm pretty sure that the Thunderflies are using a default livery, so I don't know I'm seeing a citation. Aha. What's BTTV? You have a good one, Wayland? Happy to have you along as long as you could. Yeah, I didn't know about the Windows update until after the start of the stream. I even restarted my computer and it didn't say, hey, there's an update. That's weird. It's just weird. Honestly, I think the world update, the France and Benelux update, really broke a lot of things. And so I'll cross my fingers and try and hope that the sim update coming out later this month fixes it all. I'm hoping. You know, there are people with more insight to what's going on behind the scenes than I am, than I know about. You know, maybe they could shed some light and be like, oh yeah, you know, they're fixing a lot of things and things are getting better, going to get better. I just don't have that insight. I hope for their sake they fix a lot of these issues, because it's incredibly frustrating that it's just a bunch of weird stuff that's broken, and that's the real confusing thing. It's just a lot of weird little stuff broken. Special day in France, public holiday for the Ascension Day. A lot of here make that 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. Nice. As the Thunderflies just went past. We've noticed that that 339 bug, a few times you'd have to change server and back again. That usually resolves it. But see, here the thing about that though is it's I don't know, it's a bug. Hopefully they fix it with the next sim update. That's all I can really say without getting too annoyed. I think it's all kind of related to the whole issue they had with liveries and so on. I don't know. Because if I change servers and then change back, it also gives the sim a chance to go and crash. Alright, so into use power, RPM, and mixer goes to full. You go on the pedals, trim up. You're going down. Going down further, trimming up to compensate. So the main reason why I say that is because it wasn't an issue before the livery bug happened, and the livery bug had been fixed before. It got worse with the last update. So I think there's some reasonability to say that it's somehow related. The important thing is it's not causing the major stutterage, and it's not directly causing crashes at this point. I'm willing to see the Thunderflies as citations. It's even funnier when they're Gigmas, but I'm willing to see them as that, and you know, their flying speaks for itself. They don't need to be in 339s for it to be awesome. Although, just saying, of course, Spitfires are cooler. That's me. Okay, so reduce power more to about 2,000 RPM-ish. I'm not going to worry about it at all, if I'm honest, because I think their flying speaks for itself more than what they're flying. How they fly is more impressive than what they're flying. It's kind of how I'm kind of looking at it. Okay, gears down. We have one notch of flaps in. We have the airfield sort of in sight. It's on the other side of the wing. Holding my breath, waiting for the crash to happen. Here's the airfield. And, you know, another weird thing is, last night, just because I'm stubborn and I wanted to prove a point, I flew in VR, flew from Naval Air Station Key West in the L-19 all the way to Pompano Beach Airport. That was a 2-hour flight. Did half of it during the day, half of it at night. Flew into a thunderstorm, all of it in VR, and it ran smooth as butter. So I think there's definitely things that are server related that are causing problems, especially the more aircraft you get in a particular, in the vicinity of each other. You know, I don't think that itself can be dismissed, because when I'm solo and there's not, or there's maybe 2 or 3 other aircraft, things are peachy. You know, but once you get more than a handful of aircraft, it starts causing issues. There's the Thunderflies doing their thing. They stay above the trees. And up on the runway. idle. Down. Ooh, a little crosswindy. Oh, I may at least get out of... I may restart the sim just in case. We'll get to here. We'll stop here, and then we'll get out and watch some. Okay, so do that just so we get credit for the flight. Boy. That. We'll see if the Thunderflies are gonna try landing in. It looks like I got plenty of runway to work with, so hide me. Late joining tonight. My turn to prepare dinner. This is the first stop, Scorpio. Just had a crash to reboot while starting to load the airport. Ugh. So we're just gonna wait for the Thunderflies to land. You know, I don't know. It seems like it is. It's hard to say. I was honestly surprised that this feels like more of a road than a runway. I had one shortly after takeoff. It's not crashing at the minute. I say that and watch, it'll do it. See if the Thunderflies are going to come in. There they are. I bet you're right, Kazaki. I mean, and what really adds to that is the fact that it's a private airport. which really lends itself to it, you know, being controls. All right, so we're there. Kind of interested to see where this is on the. Okay, so actually we're a lot closer. You know, develop things further. And from what I understand, a lot of other game developers do that sort of thing. My question is would there be a way for a solo to be able to do that? Because that would solve a lot of issues. So you could have the stable world of MSFS where people can do VATSIM, this and that, and not have to worry about crashes with large multiplayer flights. But you have the community tested environment where things aren't guaranteed to be stable, but you're going to see some new features added or tweaked or worked on. And you know, if they have to do server maintenance, you know, once a week, once a month, that's scheduled and announced ahead of time, that would alleviate so many headaches and complaints. In my opinion, just my opinion, I think that would alleviate a lot of the frustrations that the community at large has. Again, my opinion. I gave up so many things changing. It's hard to, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. There's just so many different things, so many different variables that it's just like, who knows what's causing them. And that PUBG just, yeah, so Allison calls it blue-green environments. Yeah, and it's just like, to me, if I was developing software, that's what I'd want to do. I'd want to allow people to have a stable environment and enjoy the piece of software. And while I have to, if I'm developing things that need a live environment to test or to introduce, have that be a separate world from the stable environment so that one doesn't affect the other, but I can, you know, still develop the way I need to. It's kind of gives best of both worlds. You know, it makes the customer happy, but it also allows you to do the work you need to do. Just an opinion. You know, I try, as much as I complained on Tuesday, I try to make my complaints constructive to a point where I'm not just complaining to complain. I'm complaining, but I'm trying to give options of this. This is something that could help. You know, this is a way to maybe change and do something better. So that I'm not just one of those, I'm complaining for the sake of complaining because I want to hear myself talk. I really want this to succeed. I really do. I want Masolo to do great on this. You know, I want Microsoft to do well on this. You know, I'm concerned with how they're doing things and how it's going to get worse once it's Xbox. Because if they think that I'm harsh in some of my criticisms, once you release this on Xbox into the gamer environment, it's going to get a whole lot worse. I'm going to look like Mother Teresa. You know, because gamers have no chill. They just don't. Right, wrong, or otherwise, it just they're going to be relentless, and I would feel very bad if, you know, that kind of criticism were to put this into just deadware. Because I don't want that to happen. I really enjoy this. I want it to succeed. I think there's some healthy room for criticism on some things in order for them to improve. Hey, Papa Joe, hope you're well. It's just expensive, hence why they aren't at the moment doing it. That's fair. Yeah, we're all gonna look like saints because the Xbox gamers. It won't go well. It will not go well at all. So that's why I'm trying to temper my criticisms as much as I can. It's still incredibly frustrating, though. Okay, so we're going to do this. Switch to West USA quick. Let it kind of sort itself out. East USA. Thanks, Ben. It was a gift from Kingsman. And see, and another thing is, if it's expensive to have the green-blue environment sort of thing, we're still talking about Microsoft. Unless Asobo has to foot the bill for it, it's still Microsoft publishing it. It seems like it would behoove them to allow the budget for them to be able to do that, because, well, this is a big title for them. They really want to support it, so throw out a little extra money to have that dual environment so that the product ends up being better in the long run. Again, I'm not a software developer. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot that streams video games. I don't know. I'm trying to think of solutions without industry knowledge. So we're back. Okay, throttle in there, fuel's on, flaps are down. A little bit of up nose trim. Oh, Waco. Nice. That was a nice, classy choice. And I know it hasn't been redeemed, but I'm going to do this anyway, because I want to. Before we get going. 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, 14. Yeah, so it just seems reasonable. Oh, come on, Murph, I just did it! And you want, well, I mean, I was going to take a sip anyway, so that's timing. I do have that set up as a warning, a disclaimer in there that if it gets redeemed, the dumbbell curl gets redeemed during takeoff or landing, it's going to be delayed until stable flight or on the ground has been achieved. But if Murphy can do it, tell you what, Murphy, I will add SIP right now as a command or a channel point reward if you add some sort of dumbbell or exercise curl. And no, your mug isn't 50 pounds. Your tasty beverage doesn't weigh that much. Get a couple of weights that are at least, let's see, these are 14 pounds apiece. So 5, 5, 4 for the handle. So the gauntlet has been laid down, Murph. So you have to get 2 dumbbells with at least 14 pounds. Add it as a command like I have it. And I'll add SIP. There's no excuses. Pain is weakness leaving the body, Murph. You should know that. We were in the military. You know what that's about. Okay, and get the engine started so we don't drain the battery. Yep. What's FIP? Toe curls aren't good exercise, though. That's true, Allison, but he can still do it with his right arm. Not some style. So I'll give Murph. He doesn't have to do it with his left arm until it's better. But you still got your right arm. That's good. So I will add the SIP command now if you promise that you'll do that next stream. If you'll add that, and only the one arm until your left arm is healed, your right arm's still perfectly fine. And I will add SIP right now if you promise to do that your next stream. See, I'm all about throwing down the gauntlet, Ben, but I'm not cruel. We'll work up to that. Because the next step up is I'm making these going from 14 to... Most of those weight, those are 3-piece, 6. So these are going to go from 14 to 20. This is 20 miles. And triple the count. Think of it as a community challenge, a community fitness challenge. Although I will welcome Allison to do the same, but I will not hold her to it because it's less of a or something. I don't know. I won't hold Allie to it. But community fitness challenge, some dumbbell curls on stream, some sort of weightlifting. Okay, avionics coming on. Nav lights are on for visibility. We're turning the transponder on. I have weights. Well, Allison, if you're willing, if that's something you're willing to do, I will certainly welcome you as part of the challenge. We got to get Murph in. I think I know what you're talking about. Hammer curls. Now see Murph? Allison's in on it. I'm in on it. You can do it. Ooh. Well, I definitely don't want you to hurt yourself. You know, obviously. I don't. That's counterintuitive. But it's all crack. It's all good fun, good-natured interest. Okay, so we're on the ground. We're actually going to try what Warhamster suggested. We're going to switch to that. Everybody's going to disappear. There they go. Switch to East USA. Let's see what happens. Are you talking kind of like this? Yeah, if that works for you, awesome. Well, that didn't seem to help get those models in. That's still there. I don't know. I think the servers are just buggy right now. That's correct, Kingsman. We're in the Piper Arrow from Coronado. Kind of cut in line. Okay, notch of flaps in, strobes on, landing light on. There you go, Murph. So I'm going to I'm going to use the SIP. I'm going to use the same channel points and settings. I don't know what Murph's timeout is. Let's go. Okay, it's set at 10K. Red. Done, Murph. Oh, it's not right. That's not right. 0, 0, 0. It's added, Murph. You said it's on, and dual with the CT. Jeez. Someday. Today's just not a good day, I guess. So, Community Fitness Challenge has been engaged. And surface, make sure that we got one notch of flaps in. We do. And I think there it goes. And there's another crash. That was a driver timeout. So yeah, I think there's lots going on. What's going on? That was a 1622. Do this just for the sake of it. Alright. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, I'm still getting the search app error. For all I know, it's on me. I may need to do something with the Windows Update. That Murph with another sip, or with a sippage. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going. Well, let's. Thanks, Kingsman. It is what it is, Viper. Like I said earlier, I'm expecting these to happen at this point, so I can't get mad. Or so that I don't get mad. Yeah, I'm gonna try to one more time, see what happens. Because if I'm gonna do a PC reboot, I'll probably just call it a night. Maybe pick up a short stream before Murph's stream tomorrow. Oh, believe me, Purple Kona, I know that. I know that struggle. I did an 8-hour flight with Allison one time. Everything was peachy keen until I got less than a mile on final and I had to CTD. No worries, Allison. I'm glad you came along, but you do need rest, and I understand it's been a week, so you do what you need to do. We'll give it one more shot. Try to at least get 2 hours in the stream, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And see, that's the thing, Purple Kona. I've had it empty, I've had it full. There's some sort of between servers, the sim coding, and OBS makes it even worse. It's just the combination is just, it's causing issues. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's causing issues, right, wrong, or otherwise. But it's persevering through the issues. That's the thing. You take care, Allison. You rest well. Many, many thanks for the insane amount of gift subs. And we shall catch you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, we'll see you on the Discord. Hope you rest well. Which is the way to... Yeah, no, that 100%. There needs to be some sort of crash log from Flight Sim saying this is what's causing it. The event viewer is helpful to a point. Not to a great point, because even that's all kinds of technical jargon. And Draco with another CTD. Many thanks, Allison. Many, many thanks. But yeah, so it's just, it's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating to me. I've had to change my mindset just for my own sake and sanity. Because I owe it all to the list of people down there, and even the people that are just watching that aren't on that list down there. I owe it to you guys to put on the best show I can. That also means, you know, not getting upset and ranty like I did on Tuesday. I apologize for how I handled myself on Tuesday. It's just incredibly frustrating because I can be on my own or in a very small group and everything's fine. As soon as you get more than, you know, a handful of folks flying together, the server just doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah, keep on keeping on. And it's frustrating, and it's hard to stay positive about it. The harder it is, you know, it's just, what can you do? I can either sit here and be super upset and ranty about it, or I can just keep trying and hope and pray that the either they put out another hotfix soon, or they get things very much right with the sim update here in, what, a couple of weeks maybe? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We drive on. So we're even going to change to few clouds. Make sure that we're at the right time of day. We're just going to start on the runway ready for takeoff. I'm hoping so, Kingsman. If not for the sake of us end users, but for Asobo's credibility. Yeah, it's. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't incredibly frustrating. Believe me, it is. You know, and I have a feeling that it's frustrating for Asobo as well. I think, if anything, we as the end user can pressure Microsoft to say, hey, you know, we appreciate that you want, you know, Asobo to do this, that, and the other thing to get the sim ready for Xbox, for what have you. We appreciate that need, but we also want a sim that's stable. So I think we, as an end user, have the right and should try and pressure Microsoft more than Asobo to be like, hey, we need to change the approach here. Well, sorry to hear that, Draco. It is what it is. The last update really borked a lot of stuff, and it's frustrating. I hope your night gets better. Quit those. I hope the Xbox traffic doesn't affect PCs. I bet, you know, and it will. It will to some degree or another. It's just going to. It's not. That's not necessarily what I'm concerned about. More so, I'm concerned with how they're going to handle it. Like Microsoft will. Mine looks better than X, but not by much. I'm so happy it's been stable as it has. Yeah, it's, I don't know. And there's so many variables that it's darn near impossible to nail down X is the problem. You know, we can just sit here and go, we're trying different things. It is what it is. I mean, we'll get through it. Let's see, coming up on 2,000 feet. And I've gone through and I've messed with the OBS settings. I've made that run a little bit. That's one of the main reason why I was streaming yesterday or before Murph's stream, and it was great. The only difference was it wasn't a group flight, mostly because I think I didn't advertise where I was. I wasn't advertising that I was streaming at all, other than the automatic notifications, and I didn't tell anybody where I was until they got to the stream. And it wasn't going to be that long before I was going somewhere else. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot to it. Basically, boiling it down to, with so many aircraft in one place, something between the coding of the sim and the servers freaks out and causes an issue. That's the only thing I can really think of. You know, I don't know if that helps the Asobo at all. I don't know if it helps anybody that can give feedback to Asobo. I don't know, but it's just I can only speak as pure speculation and observation. Durno Thumb is here. Hello. Hope you're well. You know, I've dialed down my video settings. Whether I've reduced stuff in the community folder on and off, and none of it all seems to help. Granted, it may be the Windows update. You know, there's a lot of variables going on to what could be causing the crashes without an error log from the sim saying this is what the sim was doing and then this happened and it freaked out. It's all guesswork. Hope you're well. Durno Thumb. About 500 feet to cruise altitude. You know, I think another suggestion for Asobo would be to make developer mode, whatever you want to call it, only available offline. That's an option. Another option is, like mentioned before, having the green-blue or having a stable environment and a community test environment. You know, two different worlds and still achieving the same goal. I'm throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Because I can only base what I'm saying off observation and experience. I have no technical knowledge. I have no technical experience, so it's all a lot of speculation on my part. I'm an idiot behind or in front of a camera using a sim. Dr. No Thumb. That's it. Wild Flight Facility is used as a rocket launch site for NASA. Ooh, nice. Oh, that was too easy. As Ramonte Chips. Ramen Tech Tips. Aha. Ramen Tech Tips? Thank you for the follow. I got the last part of it. After I butchered Dr. No Thumb. Don't know how I managed that. I got the thumb part at least. Gotta give me that. I got the thumb part. Didn't completely butcher it. Just pretty much butchered it. Reachman? Well, either way, thank you for the follow. I do really appreciate it. We are on the East USA server. We're currently somewhere in the... We're just south of Washington, D.C. We're north of Richmond, Virginia. As Dr. No Thumb with the follow. Make me... Words are hard. Many thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy the content. I hope it goes... I hope it meets your expectations. I just butcher words. It's a service I provide. Yeah. We're okay, so we're at cruise altitude, so we can get down to cruise power. 2400 RPM. Or 24 inches of manifold. We're gonna go to 24 inches of... Man, words not going well. Have a look at DH simulations. Roger that. So we're flying the beautiful Coronado PA-28R Aero on our way to check out Dover International Speedway. Fell asleep, so go call tonight. You have a good night, Dougal. Thanks for coming along as much as you could. You rest well, and we shall catch you on Discord and in Murphstream tomorrow. I'm getting low on the sippage stuff, which is just water with some flavoring. I'm currently using berry pomegranate. I'm getting noise. The butterfly has followed. Many thanks, the butterfly. Much appreciated. There's something wrong with the straw. Also, it's almost empty. But we're getting very close to the Atlantic Ocean. And in some technical fashion, we are right now. The inlet that we're in, or sound, or whatever it is, that's not the button. These buttons over here are not related to the buttons over here, so we're good. That's the one I wanted. Here being, I don't care about the local guide. Stop giving it to me. It's the Potomac River. It seems like I should have known that. But the Potomac opens into the Atlantic. You have a good one, Noel. Glad to have you along. You rest well. So, yes. But there's a little airfield out that way. Right there. There's Druid down there. So yeah, I mean, we press on. The sim's gonna do what the sim's gonna do. The only thing we can do is our best to mitigate how we're using it. You know, I really need to shop for a lighter color. Hello. The citation flies. And see, here's another new issue. I have generic models off, and yet it's showing everybody as generic models unless they're in something Coronado, which tells me there's some server issues going on. They could be doing work right now, for all I know. Nice. Piaggio is such a wonderful plane. So, that Amazon.com. That is a bright. I don't need the whole kit and caboodle, I just need the fitted sheet. Let's see. Flat sheet, fitted sheet, 2 pillowcases full size. Spend a, because I need a lighter color sheet for this thing, but I'm not going to spend an arm and a leg for a whole set that I'm never going to use. I'm going to add that one to a list. I think I found one that's not going to break a bank, but is going to do what needs to be done. Because it'd be nice to have a lighter background. I have a tendency to wear dark shirts, this being an exception. So having a background that I can either, chroma key out, or something that's at least a lighter color to, make it so I don't blend in as much. This gray is not a normal color for me. I'm usually in some sort of OD green, which that could cause issues on chroma. I need a lighter colored sheet behind the backdrop. Gray might not work too well because then that'll blend in. And if I'm wearing a gray shirt, I'll blend in again. There you go. Doing their thing. So I can either go with a lime green one, because if I get a lime green one, I could definitely do a chroma key and do that kind of camera. That opens up some possibilities with things. As I try not to sneeze. I sneezed. I still contend I sneeze like a Klingon, very loud and violently, and it ends up hurting afterwards. I could go with a red background. I'd kind of fit in with the theme. There's our Singleton. Yeah. If you've ever, I forget what episode it was. I can't remember if it was Next Gen or DS9, but Worf there's an episode where Worf sneezed, and it's just absolutely violently loud, and you could hear him from like 3 decks. But that's basically how I end up sneezing. I either get like a 3-round burst or just one big one. Very, very rarely it's in between. Ooh, I could go with a... Was it Practical Tan? Is that the color? Is that what it said it was? Practical Tan? Practical Tan. That's funny. I'd go with that. That would blend me. It's like... I like that one. Or heck, I could get a couple of colors. Just colors that I don't wear often, so it stands out. Oh, well, at least the scenery is nice, and things work. The sim, it's working when we're spread out, which is fine. It's so far it's crashed on the ground. It's only crashed when we've been grouped together. So on the ground and shortly after initial takeoff. Sorry, I'm still in analyzing mode of what's happened. We're finding the common denominator of what may or may not be an issue. There's the issue of I've got some pending Windows installs. Might check for graphics drivers, because that could do it. Any number of things, really. But what leads me to believe that they're doing work on the servers is that I have generic models off. But I'm seeing a lot of generic planes. Which tells me they're doing some sort of work. And it's kind of playing games with the sim. Playing games with the games. Nano. If you get Nano, you get bonus points. And you're probably older than me. This is included. Aha! Well, you never walk alone. So, is that the proper saying, Kingsman? Up the Reds? Riding the Hawks in? Nano. Oh, you're on the screen. Haha, see? It's you. I don't know what you're flying, but you're showing as a generic. But that's what leads me to believe that they're doing stuff with the server, which is good news. I don't remember when they said that the sim update was coming out, but I knew it was going to be later in May. Ask Gibbo. Roger. Yeah, never walk alone. But that's what leads me to believe that they're playing around with the server, and it just affects everybody differently. And for me, I'm only seeing generics. Although I think other people were saying they're just seeing generics too, even though they have generic models off. Cracking match. Been watching along with the stream. Good to go now. Catch you next time. Well, you have a good one, Red Dragon. You take care. We'll catch you on Merch Stream tomorrow. Colonel Uncle is ex-army says hello. Well, hello to your uncle. Hope you're well. Congratulations on winning the football match. Okay, so that tells me that itself tells me that Asobo are doing stuff to the server, which at least we can eliminate that it might not be on my end. It's just whatever they're doing may be causing issues on my end. So I think we can put that one to rest. So they're doing stuff, it's just causing me issues. Plus I've got a couple of updates that I need to do. Red Dragon, you oh, good. Goblin Scene Generics, World Update 5 is not till June 24th. I thought it, no, that's World Update, not Sim Update. Deep Future. Also, hello. Good to have you along. But the Sim updates, at one point in time they said they were going to release them at the same time, and then their whole plan indicates differently. So I don't even know at this point what's going on. Let me look at the last dev updates. That's not a good. That's not. Oh, so May. Sim Update 4 is scheduled for 5/25. So the 25th of May. So that's a little under 2 weeks. Nicely done, gents. Nicely done. Let's see. What is the date today? Today is the 13th. So, under May, on their development roadmap, May 13th, SDK development roadmap for May through July, partnership series TBA, a feedback snapshot, an SDK update, that could do something, a third-party update, that might do something. May 20th, Sim update. Oh, wait. What? May 20th, Sim update for 5/25. That's a weird way to word everything. Feedback snapshot, SDK update, third-party update on May 20th. May 20th is next Thursday. Oh. The 25th is a Tuesday. They really are doing this oddly. Okay, so yeah, trailer World Update 5 and World Update 5 Nordiques scheduled for the end of June. I don't know. That's 2 weeks. I don't know, but either way, it seems as though they're working on things, and if they're updating the SDK, that might have something to do with it. I don't know. It's odd. It is what it is. When we're spread out, things seem to be a lot better. It's just we're still seeing generics. And for all I know, it could be the East USA server itself. Because right after the UK Ireland update, the East USA server got rather unreliable. But last night I was having issues with North Europe. It just kind of circles back to there's a lot of variables. So we truck on, we drive on. You're right on, first June. Kind of makes me want to see if I get a copyright hit on that. But I won't try it. Oh, just because I'm bored. Just flying along. See, one thing that I've learned, I don't know if I've learned it, but observed and have kind of been adopting is, it's not necessarily the amount of weight you lift, it's the number of reps you can do. Because if you can do more reps, you can gradually increase the weight so you can do a lot of reps at a higher weight. Whereas if you can only do a heavy weight a few times, that's not great endurance. If you really endurance, I find the endurance is more important than just initial strength. Because if you can do something once or twice, that's great and all. But if you can't do it for a long period of time, that's less useful. That's just an opinion. And Sims froze. Okay, it's thinking about it. Going through a cloud. Slice of cloud. It's a really pretty area. The Potomac area. So we're going over Chesapeake Bay. Well, we're finishing going over Chesapeake Bay. Okay, so we're right over Crisfield. There's a airport not too far away. That's not the map that I wanted. There we are. That's Crisfield Municipal coming up. We're currently over James Island State Park. Well, you take care, Chilled Corgi. Glad to have you along as you were able to. We'll catch you on the Discord and on Murph's stream tomorrow. And Night Zep is away as well. Landed at Whiskey 14. Have a nice remaining flight. And as the surgeon said, no worries, mate. Well, you take care of yourself. Glad to have you along. And we will catch you the next time, for sure. There's a Dr. No Thumb taking off or landing at Crisfield Municipal, which is Whiskey 41. Okay, so we're going to end up. Are we ending up? Where are we going? I forgot where we're going. KWAL. Wattsville? That doesn't make sense. NASA Wallops. Aha, so we're going to Wallops Field. Wallops Island. How about that? So we're probably just going for a straight in approach on runway 10. Oh dear. It really is. And there goes the sim. So, well, that's kind of 3 strikes and you're out, as baseball would put it. Not upset. I have some issues. I have some updates that I need to do, so I probably need a PC restart. We're gonna call it there. You know, it is what it is. I'm not upset. We're gonna do a bit of a raid, just because of the issues. I'll probably stream the last leg of this tomorrow, before Murphy's stream. So that way we get it in. But regardless, it's been a good flight. I think we've had some really good conversation, came up with some really good ideas, whether Microsoft heard it or not, or anybody that could forward it to Microsoft and solo heard it or not. I can sit here and be upset about it, or we can just, improvise, adapt, and overcome. We'll finish the flight tomorrow. Or, well, I'll finish the flight tomorrow regardless. But for now, I think it's a good time to call it. We're going to probably raid 757 Spy, help him along. I do appreciate everybody coming along. The new follows, it's been awesome. I need that. That's that. I'm really glad to have you all along. It really does mean a lot to me. I've got some updates to install. We'll get the flight in finished up tomorrow. I do appreciate all the new follows, the subs, the resubs. I appreciate everyone just lurking in the chat, chatting in the chat, flying along. It's all really appreciated. It really means a lot to me. Hope everyone has a good evening, and until next time, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you next time. And we're going to hit the button, so stay tuned for the raid. We're going to raid 757 Spy because Spy's awesome. He's a good dude, does a great thing, has a great following, so we'll show him some lovage. Go over and say hello to Spy. See you later.